Craig Mazin wrote 5 episodes of The Last of Us Season 2. 5 episodes where he had main creative control over Ellie's character. In those 5 episodes, he made choices that expose a fundamental misunderstanding of who Ellie is supposed to be. He turned one of gaming's most capable survivors into a reckless, impulsive Brat. Someone who ignores every survival rule. Someone who constantly needs to be rescued. Someone who acts like a spoiled teenager instead of a survivor of the apocalypse. And I can prove it. I rewatched the entire season, took detailed notes, scene by scene, episode by episode, every single mistake. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly how Craig Mazin destroyed his character and why Season 3 is doomed before it even begins. In this scene, we see Ellie fighting against a big guy. And she seems strong. She seems competent. A real fighter. A real survivor. When I first saw this, I thought, this is the Ellie from the game. This is the Ellie I want to see. But I never could imagine that this is maybe the only fight that we see from her, where she's capable, where she's not incompetent. But the truth is, I was wrong, so wrong, because after this, everything went downhill.
Okay, Ellie!
You can see that she's proud that she did win the fight, but the real question is, did she?
Boom, motherfucker.
First of all, okay means stop.
Sorry, I was in the moment.
Second, you can't boom motherfucker people who land a first hit on you. Square in the face, by the way.
Well, I can obviously take a punch, so who cares? Fucking hard, by the way.
I pulled it.
You pulled it?
Yeah, he pulled it.
Why?
Because I told him to.
Why?
Otherwise, he would have knocked you out. And I don't want to have to explain that to Joel.
So, the fight was fake.
Don't do that again.
She was being protected, and when Ellie finds out, she gets angry and frustrated, like a child who was told they cannot play with the adults. In this scene, we can see Ellie training and hunting with a sniper.
Oh, shit.
This scope is sick.
She is playing. This is a game to her. This is supposed to show us she is training to be a survivor. But it shows us she is not taking it seriously.
Taking you off patrols for
In
a
this
bit,
scene, we
putting you
see
on
that
gate
Ellie
watch.
Gate
doesn't
watch?
get
What?
to go
Why?
on patrol.
Oh,
And
'cause
she's
it's an
not
important job.
agreeing with that.
It's standing on a
She
fucking
is
fence.
angry.
He's concerned about you.
Unfucking real.
Well, you know, last run, you were a bit
But the
reckless.
problem is not
Those
that
two
she's
runners in the clicker
angry.
who barely had
The
teeth, I
problem
handled it.
lays
Isn't
in
that
the
the
way
job?
that she
Warned off
uses
on
that
your own, man.
anger to get
rules for
what
reasons.
she
Well,
wants to
he says that
get
shit all the
out of
time. He was
it.
putting her on the fucking
And that's
fence.
going on
Tommy,
patrol.
I'm an adult. He can't tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, well, he can tell me. Look, I've been dealing with him my whole life. Sometimes, easier to just go along.
I don't care if it's easier. It's not fair. And by
She
the way, you're the
uses
one
her
woman we should be least
immunity
worried about when it
to
comes
get what
infected.
she wants.
You swore.
And that is
We don't talk about
wrong.
that.
I got bit
So
on my arm.
Wrong. Let's
don't
have a
talk
look
about
to
that.
this scene and discuss it further in a second.
I got bit.
Hey, hey, hey.
I'm immune.
Whoa, 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 hey. Jesus.
This is not how a survivor acts. This is how a child throws a tantrum to get what they want. She says she's an adult, but she acts like a child, childish, annoying, immature. Someone could have heard her revealing her immunity, and it works. Tommy gives in, she gets what she wants.
Ellie.
So, she gets what she wanted. She goes on patrol. But the problem is she doesn't take it serious because she arrives 5 minutes late. Jesse
Okay,
looks
we're 5
annoyed.
minutes behind
He
because
starts
of one or
giving
two of you,
instructions to
so
the
I'll make it
others.
short. You're doing the Alpine Run. I know a couple of you are new to this trail, so listen up. You're taking Route 191 down to Hoback. Yes, Dina.
Hi. Should we stick to the road, scan the countryside, hit our checkpoints,
You
and
can
sign
see
the
Ellie
log books?
smiling. She doesn't take it
You know what?
serious.
That sounds great.
She's
But
playing.
while you're doing all that, we got reports of strays, so be careful when you get into the town. Now, I see Ellie over here looking like Curtis and Viper.
The fuck?
So let me remind you, this is just
You can see
a
that the
recon
group is
patrol.
not
If you
amused
see one or
with
two
Ellie
runners, that's
being
fine. Clear 'em
there.
out.
Because
Anything more,
honestly,
anything worse,
she will get
come
in
on back and we'll
trouble
send out a
or
squad.
get them
Understood?
in
You know
trouble.
you're only like 4 years older than us, right?
Just say understood.
She thinks she knows better.
Understood.
Thank you.
But the question
Patrol
is,
leader is Kat,
did
so
she
you will
understood
follow
it?
her orders. When you're
I
back,
don't think
today's all
so,
clear sign is
because
yellow.
later we
Yellow,
discuss
good.
that she
Green,
doesn't
bad.
follow patrol rules.
Jokes aside, can you take things a little more seriously?
But Ellie waves it away.
The others look up to you too,
She does not care.
for some fucking reason. Okay, Alpine
So they
Run,
go
moving
on
out.
patrol together. But she acts like a little brat. Then, on patrol, Ellie and Dina walk behind the group, separated. Someone from the other group looks back, annoyed. This is episode 1, Craig Mazin's episode. And he established Ellie as immature, reckless, and unable to follow basic rules. And it only gets worse from here. In the game, when Joel saves Abby from infected, Tommy is with him. Tommy is his patrol partner. They work together. They save Abby together. And when Abby's group ambushes them at the lodge, Tommy is there. He's held down by Abby's people, forced to watch. He sees every moment. He cannot move, cannot stop it, cannot save his brother. He's completely helpless while Joel is beaten to death. That failure, that guilt, that trauma, that is what drives Tommy's entire character for the rest of the game. Tommy becomes consumed by revenge, not just because Joel died, but because he failed him, because he had to watch, because he could not save him when it mattered most. But in the show, the writers replace Tommy with Dina. Dina is with Joel when they save Abby. Dina goes to the lodge with Joel. When Abby's group attacks, they inject Dina with a syringe. She falls unconscious. She is not there, not present, not in the picture when Joel is beaten to death. And Tommy? He stays in Jackson. He is not there either. He does not see it happen. Neither Tommy nor Dina actually witnessed Joel's death. They both miss the moment that is supposed to define their revenge. Game Tommy's revenge quest is driven by guilt, by trauma, by the failure to protect his brother. In the later parts of the game, Tommy becomes obsessed. He pressures Ellie to keep going after Abby even when Ellie wants to stop, even when Ellie is trying to move on. His guilt will not let him rest. That scene works because we understand his pain. We saw him fail Joel. We know why he cannot let it go. But Show Tommy was not there. He did not see it. He did not fail Joel in that moment. So now his motivation is just regular anger, just revenge, not the soul-crushing guilt and trauma that made his character so tragic and complex. They traded Tommy's entire character arc, his development, his future storyline. They sacrificed all of that just to give Dina a more dramatic introduction to the story. Because here is what happens in Season 3. Tommy is supposed to be the one who cannot let go, who pushes Ellie back into the darkness, even when she is trying to heal. That confrontation is supposed to be devastating. It is supposed to show how revenge destroys not just Ellie, but everyone around her. But how can Show Tommy be that consumed by revenge? He was not even there. He did not experience the trauma that would create that obsession. His motivation is weaker. His arc is thinner. His future actions will not make sense. They broke Tommy's character arc in Season 2 and is going to hunt them in Season 3.
Get in. Oh, Christ. Please don't try and talk me out of this.
Oh, you think that's why I'm here? So, what's your plan?
Go to Seattle and kill Abby.
What route?
Northwest?
And is that all guns, or do you have medical supplies in there? No? Well, better not land weird on an ankle or get a fever on your well-charted path northwest.
Okay, so what am I supposed to do?
Stay off the highways, stay clear of cities or settlements. First stage is through the National Forest. Once we're out, we follow the Snake River Canyon, then break off through the Snoqualmie Pass.
Snoqualmie?
Yeah, Snoqualmie. Approach Seattle from the east, then reassess based on what we find. Provisions. Travel light but smart. Winter coats for beds, jackets for blankets, first aid kits, batteries, bear spray. Now, handguns. What are you bringing? Is that Joel's? That's what you're gonna kill him.
Fucking right.
And save it for that. It's slow and kicks like hell. Really? Shoot your damn ass off?
Heard that before.
Well, one at least 100 shells apiece, plus 50 rifle rounds. Bring any long gun you want as long as it's scoped. Chlorine tablets, a pan, and something to keep Shimmer dry.
Just Shimmer?
Yeah, we share a horse. Fewer resources. Everything else is what you'd figure except this. Boots. Love the Converse. Respect your consistency, but you're not crossing open country in fucking chucks.
So Ellie was about to leave on a revenge mission across an infected-filled apocalypse with one revolver in the back of her pants and no medical supplies, no plan, no route, nothing? This is a girl who was trained by Joel, one of the most experienced survivors in the world, and she does not know how to pack medical supplies? She does not think about a route? She has no plan? Dina has to plan everything. Dina comes up with a route. Avoid highways, cities, settlements. Go through national forest first. She mentions Snoqualmie. Ellie does not even know what city that is. Dina creates the entire equipment list. Dina makes the plan. Dina is the capable one. This scene makes it crystal clear. Ellie has no idea how to plan, no idea what equipment to take, does not think about basic survival needs. In the game, Ellie is the one who knows survival. In the show, she is completely dependent on Dina to think for her. But there is one thing Ellie does get. One weapon she trades for another. And what happens with that weapon perfectly symbolizes everything wrong with this season. Ellie trades for a rifle with Sad. He says his weapon is better and stronger. She takes it. It is supposed to be her main weapon for the revenge quest. And then something very interesting happens. HBO put his rival everywhere. Every poster, every piece of marketing, every promotional image. Look at this! The rifle is front and center. It is the iconic image of Season 2. Ellie with a rifle, ready to hunt, ready to kill. HBO marketed his rifle as a symbol of Ellie's transformation into a killer. It is featured more than anything else. More than Dina, more than the infected, more than Seattle itself. She carries this rifle for 5 episodes. It sits on her back, always visible, always there. She never fires it, not once, not even one time. She uses a pistol, a knife. But that rifle, the weapon HBO promoted as a symbol of a revenge, it just sits there, unused, forgotten, completely pointless. And here is where it gets really interesting. When HBO released the physical edition of Season 2, they changed the artwork. Look at this comparison. Original marketing on the left, physical release on the right. They removed the rival, scrapped it from the artwork because someone at HBO realized they promoted a weapon that never gets used. They built marketing around a gun that never fires. This is not a small mistake. This is HBO admitting they promoted something that does not exist in the story. And that rifle is a perfect symbol of this entire season's problem. Craig Mazin gave Ellie the tools to be a killer, but he was too afraid to let her use them. He wanted the aesthetic of violence without the reality of it. He wanted Ellie to look dangerous without actually being dangerous. And that is not The Last of Us. That is a sanitized, softened, safe version of a story that is supposed to be brutal and uncompromising. Now we get to Seattle, and this is where Ellie's incompetence becomes dangerous. Seattle Day 1. Ellie and Dina are in hostile territory. Infected could be anywhere. They need to stay quiet. Ellie sees a tank. She walks towards it, opens the tank door, makes a loud bang, a massive sound that echoes everywhere. Dina immediately draws her gun, ready for infected. But Ellie, she just sits there on the tank. She probably does not care because she's immune. Even an 8-year-old would know not to make loud noise in infected territory.
Fuck yeah, let's go. You sure about that?
Ellie wants to go straight to the WLF tower, right now, in broad daylight.
Oh my god, are you gonna fucking tell me? If you paint a sign big enough to be seen from miles away, that means you want people to know that you're there. Which also means, more likely than not, you're prepared. And? They're on a hill, so they'll see us coming. On horseback in broad daylight, so just a little. So we wait until dark and we head out on foot. And right here is the perfect place to hole up because, well, no one's around. Which you proved brilliantly with your tank hatch maneuver. Dick. All right, let's look for a door we can fit Trimmer through. Already found one.
Dina has to remind her, why would anyone mark their building? They are prepared, probably soldiers protecting it. Ellie is so dumb that she would just walk straight into a military compound on a hill where they can see you coming from a mile away? Dina is a smart one. Again, Ellie clearly is not thinking. Finally, Ellie agrees to go at night. Then she says, let's find a place for our horses. And Dina already has a building picked out. Dina has survival instinct. Ellie does not. In this scene, Ellie and Jesse take cover because wolves are capturing a Scar. And Ellie sees that and wants to rescue that guy. But that brings her and Jesse in danger. But she doesn't think. She is not right in her mind. Ellie, really? What are you thinking? Can't you see that they are with 6 people and they are heavy armed? Are you on a suicide mission? This isn't bravery. This isn't heroism. This is stupidity. And again, Jesse is a smart one. Jesse saves the day again. And Ellie is clearly not thinking and is acting impulsive again. This is proof of bad writing. This is proof that Craig Mazin doesn't understand Ellie from the games. Because that Ellie would never act this way. Ellie sees an open window with blood on it. She thinks that is the way in. Dina asks, what if we run into wolves that were not in Jackson? Translation: this is a terrible plan, but they do it Ellie's way. Inside, Ellie goes upstairs alone. She makes noise. An enemy spots her. They start fighting. Ellie seems losing the fight. Dina has to shoot him to save Ellie. They escape through the window, but Ellie falls. They get chased by wolves. They hide behind rocks, turn off flashlights. Good move. But then, clickers come. And you can see on Ellie's face, she is panicking, stressing. But Dina stays focused, counts the clickers by sound. Dina is the capable survivor. Ellie is the liability.
This thing's pretty old. How do you know?
And here. And here's a couple more.
So we're having a baby. I mean, we and also, I guess, Jesse here. It was Jesse, right? So we're all having a baby. Holy shit. I'm gonna be a dad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dad? I'm gonna be a dad? Really? Game Ellie would never say this. Never. This line shows Craig Mazin has no feeling for this character, no understanding of where she came from. Ellie is not some clueless modern teenager awkwardly processing news. She grew up in the apocalypse. She has seen death. She has killed. She knows what responsibility means.
How long have you known? It was late a few weeks ago. A few weeks? We could have still turned back. I didn't know. I wasn't sure, okay? I didn't want to be a burden. Well, you're a burden now, aren't you? Make sure this place is secured. You just rest.
This line is so out of character, it became the most memed moment of 2025. Every clueless person online just awkwardly blurting out, I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad.
I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be a dad. I'm gonna be a dad.
The award for the best meme of 2025 goes to...
At least we got the best meme of the year out of it. So thank you, Craig Mazin, for that gift to the internet. This version of Ellie is the La La Land version of the Ellie we know from the games. She is a sanitized, softened Disney Channel version of a character who was supposed to be dark, capable, and terrifying. Game Ellie is a killer. Show Ellie is a kid playing dress up in the apocalypse. Now we get to the core problem, the thing that changes Ellie's entire character arc. Craig Mazin was afraid to make Ellie a monster, so he softened every violent choice, turned intentional murders into accidents. In the game, Ellie confronts Owen and Mel, asks where Eddie is. Owen will not tell her. Owen lunges at Ellie. She shoots him in the chest. Dead. Mel screams, grabs a knife, and Ellie in cold blood stabs her in the throat to silence her. Then she sees Mel is pregnant. The horror is in the choice. Ellie chose to stab a pregnant woman to shut her up, and she cannot take it back. In the show Owen lunges, Ellie shoots him in the neck, but the bullet also accidentally hits Mel in the side of the neck. Accidentally, 1 bullet, 2 deaths, portrayed as a tragic accident. Ellie sees Mel is pregnant. She is shocked. She wants to help, but she does not know what to do. She cannot help. Do you see what they did? They turned Ellie's darkest choice into bad luck. She did not choose to kill a pregnant woman. A bullet just happened to hit 2 people. This is the fundamental problem with Craig Mazin's version of Ellie. The Last of Us Part 2 is not about trauma. It is about what you choose to do with trauma. Game Ellie chooses to pursue revenge, chooses to torture, chooses to kill a pregnant woman. Those choices are devastating because they are hers. Show Ellie, bad things just happen around her. The tank makes noise. The bullet hits 2 people. Craig Mazin stripped away her agency, removed her choices, turned her into a victim of circumstance instead of an agent of her own destruction. And that is not the same story. Craig Mazin and Neil Druckmann said publicly that they intentionally cut down violence from the game. When asked why Abby is not as physically imposing in the show, they said the violence was markedly cut down, so they did not need her to be as dominant. They cut down the violence on purpose, in a story where violence is the entire point. And this makes no sense. We are not children. TV audiences are used to violence. Game of Thrones was brutal. These are HBO shows for adults. But The Last of Us Season 2? It feels like a Disney adaptation. Soft, safe, afraid to take risks. How can you make a season about a cycle of violence when there is almost no violence in the season? The Last of Us Part 2 is not just a revenge story. It is about how violence begets violence, how brutality creates more brutality. The violence is not decoration, it is the point. But the show was too afraid, too soft, and in trying to make it more palatable, they lost the entire team.
No!
Joel, get up! Joel, get up! Joel, fucking get up! Joel, get up.
End it.
Joel, get up. Please. Please get up. Get up. Fucking get up! Get up. Get up. No. Please, no, please don't, please don't do it, please. Please don't. Please don't.
gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you! You're gonna die! You're all gonna fucking die!
Now, Joel's death, I will admit, the emotional impact was still there. The scene still had power. The real problem was that they made it less brutal, and the Tommy-Dina swap we covered earlier. They sacrificed Tommy's entire character arc just to make Joel's death feel different. And that decision will destroy Season 3. Now, we need to talk about Season 3. Because everything we just covered, all of these problems, they are about to get so much worse. Season 3 is already confirmed. The main focus will be on Abby's story, her side of the revenge quest. Her journey that is supposed to mirror Ellie. But here is the problem. I am convinced a lot of people do not care about Abby. Even in the game, her storyline was controversial, divisive. Many players hated being forced to play as her.
They're making her seem like a good person now. Fuck this, man. I don't even know how to feel right now. The hell is this? So we're gonna find out who this girl really is. Dude. Bro, don't tell me, man. So now the game's trying to twist our emotions here and actually feel bad for this biatch.
Dad!
Dude, I am so conflicted. They just shot Jesse in the freaking face. How do you just kill off these characters like this, man? I mean, he's dead, right? God damn it, you naughty dog. You done fucked up with my emotions.
Oh, no, 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 no. I don't care about her.
Dad?
Dude, this is so stupid. I don't want to see her fucking side. I don't want to see her fucking shitty justification for how she is.
And that was with the game that earned your investment, that made Ellie a compelling, capable, terrifying protagonist first. But the show spent all of Season 2 making Ellie incompetent, annoying, dependent, the La La Land version of who she should be. So when Season 3 asks you to sympathize with Abby, to see her as Ellie's equal, the balance is already broken. The audience will not see them as mirrors. They will see Abby as the villain who killed Joel, and Ellie as the incompetent victim who cannot even plan a revenge mission without Dina holding her hand. And remember, all the problems we covered. Tommy has no real motivation because he was not there. His revenge obsession will not make sense. Ellie's incompetent and has no agency. Her choices were all softened into accidents. The violence is toned down, so the cycle of violence theme is gone. Season 3 has to build on this broken foundation. It has to make Abby sympathetic when the protagonist she mirrors is weak. It has to make Tommy's obsession believable when his trauma does not exist. It has to sell a story about a cycle of violence when Season 2 had almost no violence. This is why I think Season 3 is doomed. And then there is the biggest elephant in the room. Neil Druckmann and Hallie Gross, the original writers and directors of The Last of Us Part 2, the creators of the source material, they are not returning for Season 3. Officially, they say it is to focus on Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet, Neil's new game at Naughty Dog. But I think they left the sinking ship. Look at episode 6. The only episode Neil wrote and directed himself. It was the best episode of the entire season, by far. That episode gave us the Ellie and Joel we know from the game. The emotional depth, the intensity, the relationship we fell in love with. But Craig Mazin wrote or co-wrote 5 episodes. And those episodes gave us Incompetent Ellie, Brat Ellie, La La Land Ellie, I'm Gonna Be a Dad Ellie. So when the only episode that truly worked was the one Neil had complete control over, and then he announces he is leaving, that is not a coincidence. I think Neil knows they screwed it up. I think he sees how damaged Season 2 became with Craig Mazin's writing. And I think he does not believe the show can do justice to the most important part of the story. Which means Craig Mazin, the writer who turned Ellie into a brat, who softened the violence, who gave her a rival she never fired, who wrote I'm Gonna Be a Dad, who destroyed Tommy's arc, he's adapting Abby's story, the most controversial, complex, divisive part of The Last of Us, alone, without Neil, without Hallie, without the people who created this world. Season 3 is doomed before it even begins. So here's my question. Do you think Season 3 can work? Do you believe Neil and Hallie left because they do not believe in it anymore? Or am I reading too much into it? Drop your take in the comments. I want to hear what you think. And if you want more analysis like this, hit subscribe. Now, if you have already watched my deep dive analysis of the Last of Us games, thank you. Seriously. That video is my best performing video yet, and it is the reason why I did this video too. Your support means everything. Thank you. But if you have not seen it yet, you need to check it out. It is a complete analysis of how the game explores our inability to let go. How we as players become like Ellie, blinded by rage, unable to stop. It is also partly a mirror of today's society. It is a controversial take, but it connects with people. It's definitely worth a watch. I am convinced if you like this video, you will love that one. It is linked in the description and in the end screen right now.